That will be the most expensive thing you've destroyed?
Yes.
Oh no!
Logan's freaking out already.
Did I just confirm that I was going to do it?
Yeah.
Welcome back to Impaulsive, the #1 podcast in the world. It's good to be here, guys. Thanks for subscribing. And if you're not subscribed, I fucking hate you. Just hit the button. We're approaching 2 million subscribers. That's awesome. Yeah,
Sorry if the picture's a little pixelated. It's just that we're lagging today. Just click on here. Click on there. I'll speed it up a bit. Hi, kitty.
I don't know if you guys noticed, if you watch my content, what we were talking about, the couches at the front of my house are Mercedes couches. I have 2 regrets in my life. Buying those couches is one of them. $90,000. You did?
You did?
Because the idea was I would get out of my Mercedes that I drive in the street and go sit on some more Mercedes. That was my 2017 like flex phase where I was just trying to flex as hard as possible and not listen to fucking anyone. And look where it got me. I shot myself in the foot, and now I have expensive, dirty ass, disgusting, chewed up couches because my dogs. That's what I'm saying, bro. We try to sell them.
So
no one's gonna buy them, and then they're not comfortable. No one sits there.
The dogs like it.
Dogs
Yeah.
are-
Yeah,
Maybe
it's
it's a
horrifying.
dog's
So
couch.
we're gonna maybe destroy them, but like I
dogs
said,
can
it's
sit
the
on
most
some
expensive thing
Mercedes.
that I will have ever destroyed. I just
It's
don't
got
know
to
how
be
I feel.
epic. If you're gonna do it, you might as well like figure out how to just blow them up with a whole bunch of dynamite or something.
You can't do dynamite at our ranch because you have to get it.
Take a machete. Take a machete or that katana that he's got, and then you can use that and just go all out on trying to chop this thing up with a katana.
Cleared. California is very strict with their explosives and their TNT. We have to go to Vegas to do it. Nevada.
Oh, there are states that aren't strict with dynamite.
Nevada's all good, bro. I see Dan Bilzerian's blowing up shit all the
blowing
time.
shit up.
Yeah. Also saw him at the fight this past weekend in
Oh,
Vegas.
that's cool. You guys went to that fight, yeah? You and David, the German videographer.
I did.
It's weird to have someone just replace you as your best friend.
It was weird. It's also weird because David's German and knows nothing about fighting.
He doesn't even speak English.
Barely. So I'm like sitting there, like telling him stuff. Mind you, we're in the 3rd row. Like we're surrounded by all the fighters.
Yeah.
And so they're all so
saw
ingrained,
Khabib was
screaming
there.
at the fights, and David's kind of just watching it. It looked like he was watching paint dry, to be honest with you.
Oh,
He's like, I do not
wasn't interested?
understand.
But also maybe because the main fight. So if you guys saw the fights this past
Yeah,
weekend,
that main
Israel
fight was-
Adesanya versus Yoel Romero.
That last fight was horrible to watch. It was like they were scared to touch one another. The 2 chicks fighting, I forgot the champion versus Jovacek, something like that. That fight was fun. You see that Jovacek had a huge hematoma on her forehead. That was just a beautiful shot.
It was boring. Like if you're gonna tell me that fight's entertaining, you're lying to yourself. It was the most boring championship fight I've ever seen in my life. And we, in the breakdown of the fight, people were trying to figure out what was happening. And although and Izzy, dude, I think you're a great fighter. I know you supported me in the KSI fight. Although I do think, like, I would have scored that fight with Yoel Romero winning the challenger.
Yeah, I also would have
You don't think
scored it
so?
that way.
Here's why I think they gave it to Izzy, because if you're the challenger, you gotta take it from the champ. You have to go in there and take it
Yeah.
from the champ, not like be some sort
You
of
have to put on a
stagnant.
show.
Exactly.
I just felt like he was backing up Romero. He was just like there was no attack unless he had to be.
I know, but he
attacking.
had some significant strikes, and given that
Overhead
given that
punches.
10 punch, 5 to 10 punches were thrown in each round.
Yeah, but how many leg kicks were thrown?
He did throw.
He threw-
That's why Izzy
threw
won.
like
That's
30
why
or
Izzy won.
50.
He threw a lot of leg
He
kicks.
ripped the hell out of him.
Yeah. But it was Izzy fights to the level of the person that he's fighting, and we got a show that was somewhat subpar. The good news is
The women.
the women
Yeah.
right before the championship,
That was
the
like-
main bout,
That was
the
like
women had a
flyweight.
championship fight. Now I'm
No, it's actually
unfamiliar
the
with
strawweight.
these two, but they are fucking warriors.
Just so by the way, Jacek every time I watch her fight, I'm always on the other person's side. I don't know why. I think it's because every time I see her at the press conference, it's always that snippy little bad bitch kind of attitude towards everybody that's there. So it's every single opponent, she's always like in their face. It's not even like she makes it personal for herself, and her opponents never give in. I know Amanda Rose fought her. I think it was Amanda Rose. I don't remember, but I remember, yeah, it must have been Amanda Rose that she fought. That all Amanda Rose did was she recited the Lord's Prayer when Jacek was in her face, but Jacek is actually super strong.
Years.
Islam Makachev tweeted afterwards, "This is not a woman's sport."
What?
Yeah, on Twitter, and
That's not cool.
Conor McGregor went nuts on him. An absolute cretin. You got Conor's accent by chance?
That's pretty good.
An absolute cretin.
Nah, those are both British.
An absolute cretin.
A convicted
That's pretty
steroid cheat that will do anything to avoid impact, install a fight, and then talks down on one of the greatest exchanges of combat ever produced by our female combatants. These little gremlins.
The greatest.
It's back on. Filthy rats. Shame on the game.
Dave the
Makachev,
German.
he later deleted the tweet.
Dave the German's like, wait, there's girls fighting? I was like, bro, these women sometimes go harder than the dudes. And in this case, they fucking did. The one girl straight up got turned into Megamind. Y'all see
He
these
got
memes?
a hematoma.
What was her name? Jenna?
Jameson.
No.
No, she's not a fighter.
Jepachik.
Here.
Dude,
But
goes, "I like that."
Barstool's also quick, dude. I rue the day where I've been turned into a Barstool meme. Like, yo, if this happens, you know you've gone to war. You know, because by
So
the way,
much swelling.
she doesn't look like that in real life, guys.
Yeah, I mean,
Look
the
at Bruce
rough
Buffer.
side was just like
Bruce Buffer. Bruce Buffer's the GOAT. I've said it before on this show. He's my favorite ever. Like, I want to be Bruce Buffer when I grow up, and I got to spend 2-3 days eating dinner with him just at the events. He got me the tickets.
Awesome.
Bruce got me the tickets. So shout out to Bruce Buffer. Also shout out to Dana
next time you get those tickets, take me with you. It'll be nice to watch that live.
White and Amber for making that happen.
Just for next time, there's more than 2 people.
Yeah, Mike and Lana there wasn't enough room for them.
Well, there could have been
whole
enough
place?
room for
In the whole
me.
place?
There could have been enough room for me.
But you don't want
this is
David
one of the
and
downfalls
Lana.
of being in a relationship.
What?
Now I don't got. Now I'm done.
No, I think it's more that he doesn't want to leave David and Lana alone now that Logan will prank him with David and Lana together.
Double baggage. So every time he's like, "Yo, man, I got one extra. I got a +1 for this dope ass event." I'm like, I got this bag of rocks
Yeah, but
next to me, my girlfriend. I can't
Mike,
go.
don't
now.
you and Lana make a lot of money?
Yeah.
So you couldn't buy
Buy
a
a
ticket?
ticket, yeah.
We went to Absinthe instead.
How was that?
show in
Amazing.
Vegas.
Absolutely fucking crazy. We sat row 1. Shit was nuts, dude. It was. I don't understand how that show is able to go on. I don't understand. They are so mean to the guests.
Like crude humor.
Such crude humor. They picked out the gay guys, the black guy, and just went to town on him. They called the guy black guy. They called him up. Come on up, black guy.
Were the people laughing?
Somewhat. Then they
Do
picked on
they
one.
take their
they-
phone?
No. No. You can record as much as you want. No flash. But it's a mix of crude humor, circus stunts, and by
What
the
you
way,
love.
incredible show. Ranked the best show in Vegas. We got to sit right up close, which I found out later that's very risky because they'll pick on you if you're in the first row.
I
So the
wanna
guy
sit in
next
the
to us was
first
this
row.
big, chunky guy, and they're like, "Look at this fat head sitting in the front row. The guy behind you can't even see." And this guy was not laughing. He was pissed, and he was like, "How do you fuck this man?" To the wife, like it was crazy,
But
bro.
do
I just
you
spit
know
everywhere.
going into it you're gonna get that. So I feel like some
I
people
didn't.
Do
I
you though?
didn't.
I mean, who
Yeah,
knows?
That show is known for doing that.
Okay.
Well, now I know.
I didn't know. I just got it
Yes.
recommended to me, and Lana was
That's the
was
whole point of the show.
nervous. She
And
was
I think
nervous.
they go there purposely, like, hope they pick on me.
I'm
I wanna
surprised they
be
didn't make
picked
fun
on.
of Lana.
I think what it was I noticed they picked on people that had a something outright like shiny clothes or like a big fat head. I was a
people that
little
were
worried about
asking
my
to be picked on.
nose.
Nobody laugh.
Everybody except for the person that was
It's a
being
good thing Mike's feet went out. They would have made fun of Mike's feet.
picked on.
It's one of those situations where it's so funny until you're the person being.
Yeah,
Could they be set up? Could those be part of the show?
bro. No, I don't think. Bro, they
Is it
were
worth it for one joke? I don't know.
It's easy.
They were bad too. Like there was one part where this white dude, he was like bathing in the tub, and the guy was like, come on up, black guy. I bet you hated that last part. That white man bathing and all that white privilege. Like it was like really like
I would laugh at
racially
that.
driven.
I would laugh at that. Like I will acknowledge my privilege of bathing.
No. I wasn't thinking about that. I was thinking about them making it a joke to the other African American. I don't even know.
You can't even.
How do you?
Just tread lightly.
Just let
dude.
Vegas.
Just
let
tread
Vegas-
lightly.
What's the term?
Vegas
What's the
handle that
term
one.
again? That I'm supposed to use?
A person?
African American.
No,
Just that person?
African American. I think.
African American people in the crowd. Like I was looking at them to see how they felt about like white privilege bathing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But
It's pretty wild shit.
But yeah, dude, I was upset that you weren't there
Yeah,
because
facts.
you did miss something very entertaining that happened in the first 5 minutes of me being there. So you guys may have heard about this online.
No.
Oh shit.
I haven't.
This dude,
I haven't.
Brian Ortega, he's a UFC fighter, big UFC fighter.
Heard of it.
That's not the. Oh no, I was thinking of the Trump guy.
Glad you interrupted me though.
Sorry about that.
This
Just trying to
dude-
get some clarification.
Yeah, this dude Brian Ortega. I get to the UFC fight. I say what up to Dan
Coronavirus.
Bilzerian. Sitting next to him is Cowboy Cerrone. Say what's up to him. A couple other fighters. I say what's good to see Brian Ortega. He's right in front of me. Yo, what's good, man? Looking good, looking healthy. He goes, you gonna fight again? I was like, yeah, maybe. We'll see what happens. Have a good 2 to 3 minute conversation. It's all good, all good spirits. Not 3 minutes go by. He hops over his chair. He goes, excuse me, and then he beelines 10 seats down, and I lean over because it looks like he's on a mission. Me and Dave lean over to see what's happening, and this skinny Asian dude stands up, and Brian Ortega smacks him in the fucking face.
Wow.
Smacks him in the face, and I'm watching this. I'm like, what just happened? The security guard who was next to me, probably about 6'6" dude, flies over everyone, sprints down this row of people. Mind you, these seats are very tight on the floor.
I'm just visualizing everything he's saying in a cartoon.
Very tight.
Yep.
So this dude is stepping on everyone. He grabs Brian and escorts him out,
Bugs
and I'm
Bunny
like,
type
he walks
cartoon.
by me. I'm like, dude, you slapped the shit out of that guy. And he goes, just super calm. He's like, that talk shit, get hit. And then he gets escorted and kicked out of the arena. Mind you, this dude is a champion UFC fighter. He's one of the best in the league right now. Also a street kid. So everyone is so confused. I'm so confused. No one got it on video. No one. Okay.
They were watching the fight. Not
It
the
was
fight.
in between bouts.
Was it just that fast? It happened so quick.
He was so slick about it. And obviously, we
Another fighter?
did some research to see what was the deal. So, the dude he slapped is a Korean rapper by the name of Jay Park, one of the biggest rappers in Korea.
Oh yeah.
Dope.
He is also was translating for Brian Ortega's next opponent, the Korean Zombie, who he's fighting.
Oh, I'm
Next.
looking forward to that.
Anyways,
I
apparently
like watching the Korean
there was
zombie.
the Korean or the Jay Park was talking shit, and Brian Ortega tweeted at him and said, "Don't be surprised if the next time I see you, I slap the shit out of you." So
I love it.
bro. He told him.
I love it.
He told him, and then he doubled down on Ariel Helwani's show, and Ariel Helwani said something like, "Don't kill the messenger." Brian's like, "No, fuck the messenger. This is the fight game."
That's how you send a message.
And by the way, so he was warned. He said he was gonna do it. He
Slap
walked up
the
to him.
shit out
Apparently,
of
he
him.
said, "Are you Jay Park?" He goes, "Yeah." Smacks him in the fucking head, bro. And so I'm watching, and so I can't.
You saw it.
I saw all of it happen. Everyone did,
Amazing.
but no one in 2020. No one got it on video. They only got him being escorted out, and a couple of people texted me. They're like, "Yo, I saw you in this video, right next to him as he was being escorted out." And so I guess I just gotta maybe, I don't know, his follow through was very strong. He said
He's
he
a
was
man of his word.
He said he was gonna do
Yeah,
something,
yeah,
and he
good for him.
really fucking did. He's one of those dudes that is a man of his word.
I wonder what the...
I wonder if the translator was actually the one saying it, or if it was the fighter. Do you think he had to
Yeah, I don't.
fight through that, or what's the deal?
I don't know, but I can tell you one thing: K-pop fans are not happy.
Well, I mean, he can't be that happy either because he missed the whole fucking fight because of that.
I don't think he cares, dude.
I'm sure you also
he
get
sees a
sued,
lot of fights.
right? Assault?
Yeah, I mean,
Apparently, Jay is pressing charges. He wasn't gonna, but his team suggested that he should.
Chicken
I wonder what
shit.
the cost is, actually.
it always costs more. It always costs more to do that than to not do it. There's no harm in
what's-
not
the
hitting. So
question
as
is,
soon
what
as
are
you
the
hit someone,
damages?
you get escorted, you get sued, you get arrested. Hitting people is the dumbest shit. The most, as Connor said,
Well,
cretin shit.
don't-
Bro. And
don't
remember how
you
Connor
do it.
paid
I watched
for
you
it?
almost...
don't hit first. I caught her on one of the spots where the camera fails. That's so funny. So don't hit first, and also don't kick them last. That's the rule.
Hit somebody at the fight.
I
Fury
know.
Wilder.
And every time I don't do it, I'm happy I didn't do it. Because as soon as you do it, you got a long road ahead of you of just bullshit. It's just so much easier to just ignore someone's crap, dude, and just continue living your fucking life. I mean, I guess if you live in that arena,
They do.
He was
I,
hot.
I noticed, bro, when
was
I
hot.
when I trained or when I sparred with Paulo Costa at the UFC Performance Institute.
Looked awesome.
I want to talk about that in a sec, but you walk in and there's fighters everywhere. This is not like a gym, right? These are all like very lethal human beings who are ready to kick anyone's ass at a moment's notice, bro. Everyone's got a little like dark, like red energy
You're on
around them, ready to
edge.
fuck on edge. Everyone, and that's what I'm walking.
Well, anime
I'm a
style.
fucking YouTuber,
Small.
right? So I'm
You're
walking
small
around,
compared to him.
bro. I'm walking around like this. I'm like my head's down, my chest isn't out as much. I'm kind of like I shut up because I don't want to come off as the
Arrogant.
perception that some people have of like Logan Paul, where
Yep.
it's like this cocky,
Yeah.
loud, arrogant YouTuber. Like, sure, I have like a side of me that can
be that.
but like in real life, I saw someone tweeted, they're like, in real life, I saw Logan Paul at the casino and he looked like the most normal dude. And like,
That's what you are.
bro, I really am. Like, sure, when the camera's on, I love being creative. I can get there, but yeah, it was fascinating. And then we had the whole sparring session, the grappling session with Paulo Costa, who is another animal in himself, who is actually going to fight Israel Adesanya next, assuming he can lose 60 pounds because Paulo is 250 and has to get down to 185.
Is that possible?
60 pounds.
it's a lot of
I think
weight.
by like the summer. It's like
3
4
months. 3 months. 4 months.
All right, so you just don't eat starting today.
You go on the GP diet.
No, he said he was going to eat more.
I don't.
He was like constant eat,
Yo,
sleep.
that's how you lose weight, right?
I've never met a human being who is more of an animal, an actual animal than Paulo Costa. This dude sleeps. They said 10 to 13 hours a day.
No way.
Yeah.
10 to 13,
Yeah,
13 hours a day, and just
Oh,
beats
God.
people's ass, dude.
We sat with him. We
That dude's a freak.
had dinner with him, and he's such a nice guy.
He's cool as fuck.
And he,
coolest
like,
guy
how
ever.
does he turn into this? Is my question.
He-
how does the switch go?
It's a switch. I saw it because
How?
I interacted with the calm, like fun, like I'm not gonna hurt you, Paulo. Especially when I was sparring with him, like he wasn't trying to kill me.
Yep.
And then I saw him at the UFC fight, calling out
I
Izzy.
saw that
and
afterwards.
and bro, it's like
He was ready to go.
yo, is a killer instinct. And you watch his fights too, and
He was calling out Romero, or Romero wanted to fight.
No, he just beat Romero. That was it.
But
Last fight.
I know, but they were talking shit that it was more of him and
Oh, I did see
Costa
that. I
talking
did see
shit?
that.
Yeah.
Israel. I didn't see him.
I didn't see who
Same
he
It's
was
like
talking
the
to,
quintessential
I saw that
gladiator
Ramiro
from
was
Roman
talking to
times.
somebody
When I
else.
think of someone that could
But
just go
look,
kill a
all these
lion.
pictures are all when he's down to that weight. He right now is huge.
But by the way, right now he still has a six pack. He's still in shape.
He's a
just
monster.
it's like someone put a bicycle pump in him and just like pumped him up. But